Breaking news, everybody. Kandi Burruss just confirmed that she is not going to come back to The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. You guys, I am shocked. I do not know how to feel about this, but before we get into our personal thoughts and opinions and theories about how the show is going to hopefully move on without her being there, knowing that now the only one of the Golden Six left is Kenya Moore, I'm going to read out to you this article from Variety. They write, Kandi Burruss says she's leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to take a break. Kandi Burruss announced that she will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Bravo reality TV series she has appeared on since 2009. She discussed her decision with editor Mark Malkin for Variety's On the Carpet, presented by DirecTV, at the Grammys on Sunday. I'm not really keeping up right now, she said. When asked about the show, I'm not keeping up, I already said it, so I'll tell you. I decided I'm not coming back this year. It's been 14 seasons and they allowed us to sit around for a little too long, but during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things, and I got some nice big projects coming soon, so I'm super excited about those things. But it's not just that, she continued. It's just like after you really have time to think, and a friend of mine was like, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, well, I think because I've just been doing it for so long, it feels weird to think not to do it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a moment. I'm not coming back this year. After the largely lifeless season 15 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta concluded in September of last year, Bravo made it known that the cast would be retooled, if not have a top-to-bottom overhaul, as had happened to The Real Housewives of New York City before its 14th season. It's believed that the network is close to announcing the show's new cast, and that it won't be a full reboot. A few key cast members will return. With this announcement, however, Burruss clearly won't be among them. Burruss, a singer and songwriter, joined The Real Housewives of Atlanta during the second season and is the longest-serving cast member. Beyond reality television, she is a founding member of R&B group Xscape, as well as a celebrated songwriter with co-writing credits on hits such as TLC's No Scrubs and Destiny's Child's Bills, Bills, Bills. Over the course of her years on the show, she met and married her husband, Todd Tucker, a Real Housewives of Atlanta producer, and they've since had 2 children together. Burruss has starred in 3 spin-offs from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, including Kandi's Wedding, which revolved around her wedding to Tucker. She has been known for exploiting the Bravo platform to its fullest, launching several successful Atlanta restaurants, as well as the SEX toy company Bedroom Kandi. When Burruss was honored during Variety's Women in Reality event in November, she recalled that her hardest time on the show was when her fellow castmate Phaedra Parks, who is currently starring on The Traitors and on Married to Medicine, had planted a rumor then spread by cast member Portia Williams that she and Tucker had drugged and sexually assaulted women, allegedly. I would say one of my worst years on the show was when we were accused of drugging somebody, Burruss said during a panel. I mean, I don't even like to talk about it, really, to be honest with you. It was a crazy situation that just exploded, and a situation I never thought I'd see myself in happening on the show. And that was one of the times where I really felt like I can't do this anymore, but we made it through. Watch Burruss talk about leaving the show below. Now, obviously, due to copyright reasons, I cannot include the video interview of Kandi and the Variety thing, the variety editor, whatever their name is, that talked with Kandi on the red carpet at the Grammys on Sunday. But if you have really been with me on my journey in this channel and you've seen a couple of videos of the Real Housewives of Atlanta produced by me, you know that I never was good with the idea of Kandi leaving completely. I feel like by acknowledging her busy schedule, because it does sound like she wasn't asked back, it does sound like they needed to cut some budget because Kandi is the best paid housewife of all time. She gets $2 million per season. I think she's gotten that now probably for at least 3 years. She could have gotten a friend of role, a part-time peach, if you want to reorganize the structure of the castmates, where they could have given her, I don't know, $250,000 and given her a 6 or 7 episodes or 8 episodes of the season with minimal screen time. I think something that would fit in between her schedule and the schedule of Bravo. But now let's get to the juice of season 16, and I'm going to make a video on this because Kenya Moore did probably mistakenly announce that she is the only one, or I don't know if she's actually the only one, maybe Sheree has gotten some papers too, that has gotten the amount of episodes she's going to star in her mail, meaning Kenya is going to be asked back for season 16, probably as a full-time housewife, because she stated on the podcast with Teddy Mellencamp and Tamra Judge on 2 T's in a Pod that 2024 for her personally started off with a bang. So it is safe to say that Kenya is the only one that is going to come back right now up until this moment. I would be devastated if Kenya would be the only one of, the more OG cast to come back, because Kenya needs an equal opponent. If she's going to get someone like Sonya, Drew's cousin, that is just not giving her material to work with, someone that she can spar on our screens, Kenya is going to be bored. Kenya will not be partaking and performing for this season. I think that it would be best if Kenya, Sheree, Marlo, and Drew all would come back, leave Sanya out of the mix. Sadly, I do not see it for her personally. I think she's a beautiful woman, but Sanya needs to be on a sports competition show. She needs to be hosting. She needs to be explaining. She needs to get into the sport crowd mix, not on reality TV. I don't see that for her. And bring those 4 back. Give Portia a call. Give Eva a call. Give Cynthia a call. And give them either full-time or friend of contracts. Portia and Kenya are friends again. They've made up, I think in 2023, mid-2023, they made up, they refollowed each other, they confirmed that. So Portia and Kenya together would be awesome. They could spar with Marlo. And obviously, given the fact that some budget is, now up in the air since Kandi has left, bring in a newbie or 2. And obviously, if my wildest dreams would come true, ask Nene back. Give her peach back. Or, and I've said this countless times, they could end this season off with a bang, season 16, if in the last episode they would ask Nene to come back officially for season 17, make her have a one-on-one with Andy Cohen, make her enter into the scene dramatically with the girls, Let them apologize to each other. Let them fight with each other. Let them do their thing and really revive this franchise, because season 15, as the Variety article already said, was lifeless, honey. It was not a good season. It was not. I only watched it because for me the suspension is too big and I miss the girls too much to really not tune in. Even if I'm not really enjoying the season, talk about Potomac, I am not feeling every single episode, but I just, when I start something, I need to finish it or else I will go chronically insane. But yeah, that's besides the point. Anyways, I'm really, really kind of a little sad that Kandi is leaving. You have to give her her flowers. She's been one of the longest standing housewives. She's given us family drama, business, money, fights, friendship. She's given us it all. Mama Joyce, Todd, her businesses, the restaurants, the scandals, the thing with Portia and Phaedra. It's gonna be an adjustment to not seeing Kandi back on our screens. I'm not gonna lie with you, but if she's gonna take a break for this season, maybe ask her back as a friend of to season 17, like they did with Cynthia, and maybe things will soon be a bit better for the precious Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that production team, I'm so glad that they got fired. I'm so glad that a certain someone whose name I do not want to mention, because I have gotten a couple of emails regarding this. I'm so glad that he's not producing RHOP and RHOA anymore. Ask back Carlos King. He knows what to do with these women. But anyways, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss out on any other Real Housewives of Atlanta and in general Bravo news and recaps from me. And I'll make sure to see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.